So Miss Wanda decided to go off and shade and beef on Melody, Stormy, Tiffany, in short, all the whole castmates of Love, all the female castmates of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Welcome, guys, once again to our channel. If you're not subscribed, remember to click on the subscription button down below to subscribe and like and comment on our videos. Guys, the more you like, the more you recommend our video. Let's go ahead and talk about Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda went on YouTube and she had a YouTube live video last night and she literally went off. The first person I want to talk about that she went off on was the YouTuber Caramel Rell. She talks about Love and Marriage Huntsville. You can go check up her YouTube page. She talked about her because Caramel came for Miss Wanda, talked about Miss Wanda's family, Miss Wanda's father, her mom, talking about Miss Wanda's dad being her sugar daddy, a lot of gutter stuff. And Miss Wanda got pissed off and she was like, if you want to talk about me, talk about me. Don't talk about my dad. For the first time in life, I would say I agree with Miss Wanda. If you want to talk about someone, talk about the person. If you want to beef, you want to shade, you want to do anything, talk about the person. Don't talk about the people's family, children. The reason why we asked Miss Wanda to leave the show is because we wanted her out of the show because she started talking about Melody's children. So now you are talking about her parents, talking about her dad being your sugar daddy, you be her stepmom. That was down. I don't support Miss Wanda, but I don't like and I don't believe in those kind of talks. And another thing, I'm like, Miss Wanda, you are one person that doesn't have the right to talk about people saying things or the gutter things about you or digging things deep or going to the innermost deep or depth of things to talk about you. You have no right to talk about those things. Because if there's one thing I know is that you do the same thing. You did it to Melody, and that was why you were dropped from the show. And you still do it continuously. You did it to Kiki. And you talked about her family, her dad, and then whatnot. So if there's one person that shouldn't be complaining, it's you. Because you do that a lot. So you can do it to others and they shouldn't get peace and they shouldn't get on. They should take it with a pinch of salt. But they do it to you, you're pissed off. Wow. This word can be very funny. You're pissed off that it's been done to you, but you don't get pissed off when you do it to others. The Bible says, do to people what you want to be done to you. So if you're getting pissed off that this is done to you, remember that you always do this to people. You always go on the rant, insulting, going deep, digging to the gutters, to shame, to abuse. Now that it's giving back to you, they've given you a taste of the medicine you always give to people, you're getting pissed off. I'm not saying I'm supporting it, but I believe you dish, whatever you dish, you should be able to eat it. If you're giving a plate of food, you should be able to eat that plate of food they're giving the person. So if you know you cannot eat the same plate or the food they are dishing out to people, don't even at all. As much as I don't like what Caramel did, I would not stand with Miss Wanda because I know Miss Wanda can be very brutal when it comes to dishing out beefs and talks about people. And when it comes to that, she also tried to dish at Melody. I'm even surprised. She likes to, like, she always says Melody wraps herself around Tisha. You are the one that is dreaming about Melody. You dream, you eat, you think. Everything about you is Melody. If Miss Wanda doesn't talk about Melody or in trying to insert Melody in one way or the other, Miss Wanda hasn't done a YouTube video. You said Melody came for your child. In what way, ma'am? How did Melody come for Tiffany on the last episode? Sorry, Tisha on the last episode. The only person she talked about was that she doesn't like when Marcel puts himself in her business. It's none of his business to be talking about her business, which is true. That was the only thing that she said. But you can excuse Stormy for saying or calling Masao the B word, and his wife is sitting down there and somebody is calling him the B word, and he's a woman. You can excuse it, and the unsensible excuse you're trying to give for Stormy is that, oh, she didn't say it to Tisha. She didn't say that. She didn't talk about Tisha. That's why you feel like Stormy has not really done anything. Did Melody say anything to Tisha? Melody said she and Tisha are trying to grow a friendship, and she doesn't want to see Masao with his manipulations and anything try to stop the relationship she's growing with Tisha. That is what she said. She never came for Tisha in any way. She never said anything horrible about Tisha. What she spoke about was Masao. And even what she still spoke about when she was with Tisha, then she didn't say anything very rude that you'll be like, okay, this is very rude. She didn't say it about Tisha or even Masao. What she had to say to Masao, she said it to Masao to his face. To his face. Not to Tisha. She only said, let your husband stop talking about me on my issues and my business. It's not his problem. But you're saying Melody talks about Tisha and you're excusing Stormy for calling her. Oh, Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda. That's why I can't feel pity for you, because you're the most biased human being. You just wanted to wrap everything in Melody's fault. Melody is the fault. Your daughter makes a mistake in life. Melody is the cause. Your daughter is in debt. They are owing. They are suing them. Melody is the cause. Melody lies. Melody does. Melody this. Melody that. Melody name should be shut up from your mouth. Probably by then your children will be making it. They won't be owing so much debt that they are owing. They won't be called out every day on social media of not doing the jobs they are being paid for. Probably if you stop wrapping yourself around Melody and stalking Melody, because it's literally being a stalker. The episode that Melody didn't even put too much effort on Tisha. She didn't even talk about Tisha like that. She didn't, yeah, they didn't fight, they didn't have quarrels, nothing. It is Stormy and Nell that had the issues with them. If you want to come for somebody that came for your daughter and the episode on Lower Married season 6 episode 18, you should come for Miss Nell Fletcher and Stormy Steele. They were the both people that came for them. I would understand you coming for both of them, but not Melody, because Melody didn't. And you are saying that the reason why you didn't come for Stormy because Stormy didn't. But you can come for Nell, and you're like, oh, Nell, she's saying that she always supports Black. And the fact that you had the I won't put it, the guts to say Nell didn't do a good job in her business if Nell is that age now and her business is not really known. And the fact that you're trying to throw just being like, why did they choose Scott like Masao and Tisha and leave Nell and her husband if they were so accomplished? Of course, they are more accomplished than your daughter and Masao. Don't even argue that. Don't bring that into arguments. They are accomplished than Masao and Latisha. At least we're not hearing of any lawsuits. At least allegedly, we're not hearing of any alleged lawsuits. We're not hearing of any alleged giving them money for jobs and they're not completing. We're not hearing alleged defrauding. We're not hearing that about the Fletchers. And you're here, and a very advanced woman like you are, telling yourself that you know stuff about the Fletchers that you can expose. But if someone comes online on YouTube to expose the secrets they know about your own daughter and her husband, you would come out like a roaring tiger. But now that you are now saying, oh, I'm gonna expose them, just that, I mean, I guess she's babysitting the children because the Scots, everybody is in LA trying to they're shooting for the reunion. So she was babysitting the children, and she's like, I can't talk because my kids are here. I respect Latisha's children. I respect Masao's children. Like, do they have two different children? They are all your grandkids from one person, from one group. She's very funny. The way she talks, and she'll be like, if you come for me, I'm gonna come for you. I'm gonna You come for people every day. Be prepared for people to come for you. Your YouTube channel, from the first video to the last video to your most recent video, is either you're coming for melody. If you have 20 videos on your channel, 15 of them is you coming for melody. Why the remaining 5 is coming for another person? Where is the same energy of you coming for melody when um Stormy came for your son, in your brother, your son-in-law, and your daughter? Where was the same energy when Tiffany was coming for them? Where is the same energy when Arion was calling you out that you were cloud chasing and wanting to be by force being her friend? Where is the same energy for them when they were doing all those things? Why didn't you come for them? Why didn't you grow out them? Why didn't you come on YouTube or on Instagram, any way you want to do your life, and come for Arion when she talked about you being a cloud chaser on her matter? When Stormy talked about your daughter and her husband, when Tiffany talked about your daughter and her husband, where were you at that time? Where is the energy you always put into talking about Mel, revolving your life around Mel, saying you want to talk about things, you're bashing? You like to bash, you like to come for people, but they come for you, you're getting pissed off. Please don't get pissed off. You come for people on YouTube, people, of course, will also come for you. That is life. If you come for people on YouTube, if you talk trash about people, if you insult, if you trash talk on people on YouTube, be prepared that somebody else will come on this same YouTube and trash talk about you. And every time you're talking about Mel and comparing her to your children, like, what was even so funny for me is that she was trying to compare the fact that Mel doesn't have friends, that Mel should bring her friends, that her daughter has real friends that are doctors, lawyers, that she was naming the kind of occupations her daughter has. Oh, and I read the comment section because someone on the comment section said, it's funny how you talk about your daughter having real friends. Where were those friends? Where were those real friends when they were contributing and doing the fundraiser for the build a house for child or whatever? I've forgotten this thing. And they only contributed $500 out of how much? Where were those doctors? Where were those lawyers? Where were those occupations friends? Where were those friends of 15 years? Because I believe if I should open a fundraiser today, the first people I believe should donate into my fundraiser should be firstly my childhood friend, my family, my friends, my rich friends. I expect them to donate first before every other person, like any other person that's trying to donate. But they were only able to donate to get $500, and I think it was from only one person or two people. Where were those friends you're talking about? Let's be real. You're talking about friends. Where are those friends? Who would want to be friends with an alleged defrauder? Who would want to be friends with an alleged person that doesn't he starts a job and doesn't finish it? Who would want to be friends with that? Because I'm sure that if I literally always hear that somebody allegedly is defrauding people, allegedly has a very huge lawsuit, allegedly is not trustworthy, I would not want to be friends with, even if I confirm whether it's true or not. Too many allegedly says a lot about you. If there are too many allegedly about you, it says a lot about you, because it's not only you that is in this world that every day they are alleging about you. Every day there's an allegedness or allegedly about you. It speaks for you, because there's this word that says, in every rumor, for every rumor, there's an atom of truth. So if every day there is rumors, allege everything about you, if there are 10, one or two of those rumors or those allegedly are true about you. So, Miss Wanda, take what you can dish. Stop coming for Mel. You say fans are very brutal. Fans don't see that Tisha is the queen of the show. Okay. I pray we should experiment that Tisha is the queen of the show. Probably I just pray we experiment that Melody should leave the show. Maybe for one season. Melody should just go on hiatus for one season. She should say she's not coming back. Let's see whether Letitia and Masao, the queen and king of of Huntsville will be able to carry the show around. As much as I dislike Melody and Mattel, I would say Melody and Mattel are the ones that made that show. As much as I dislike Mattel. So don't call me and tell how Tisha and Tisha and Masao are carrying up the show. Why? Because they talk about them defrauding and they're talking about them business and they're talking about them not being open with the business expo. And you're opening your mouth saying that and Nell Fletcher was jealous because Scott and Masao and Latisha are the first to do Scott and Black Expo. Please go back and read the history. They are not the first people to do the Black Expo. Somebody else has done it. They are just the ones that did the first one because they are public figures and we all knew about it. Stop giving them much accolade that they don't deserve. After even the Black Expo, they cannot even account for where the money went, where the money came from, where the money is going to. That's not a business or anything anybody wants to be interested in. So please, Ms. Wanda, when you want to talk about people, when you want to insult people, when you want to go down, remember that people also come for you. And because of you, everybody's always insulting your daughter because you always come on YouTube live, talking trash, going deep to the gutters, insulting people. But when they insult you, you're out brown new. Let's stop doing that. I don't dislike Tisha. I don't dislike I don't dislike anybody in the show. I judge the show from my own perspective when I watch and see what is happening. But when you come on YouTube and you say those kind of things like you said, it's really annoying that you saw a fault with Melody when Melody absolutely did nothing. But you didn't see it. The part that switched me off was when you said Melody did everything, but Stormy didn't do anything wrong because she didn't come for Latisha. Ma'am, please go back. In case you've forgotten the episode, you can go back and watch the episode 18 and you will really tell me whether Melody did really insult Tisha. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like and comment on this video and your thoughts on your opinion. And also don't forget to click the subscription button to subscribe to our channel. See you guys on another rant on Love and Marriage Hunter.